Here we go once again with a house that was renovated by a flipper. Now some of you think that I have a problem with flippers, and I kind of do. But let's break down the term flipper for a second. The term flipper says, I bought something on the cheap, did very little to it, and then flipped it for a profit. That doesn't exactly give warm and fuzzy vibes to a buyer. Now don't get me wrong, because I'm all about making profits, but I just don't think the term flipper says anything really nice. I mean, take a landlord, for example. Amongst friends, might jokingly call himself a slumlord. But you wouldn't call somebody and say, hey, I'm a slumlord. You want to rent this house? No. I digress. Look at this water heater. 2018 manufactured water heater. They probably decided they didn't change it because it was on the newer side, and they're right. But the temperature and pressure relief line just terminates to the floor. There's no pan. This is on an exterior wall, and we could have plumbed something outside very easily. This flue pipe isn't attached very well at all, and I guess we just decided overspray on the tank, no problem. This panel box behind me, we have problems, let me tell you. I'm going to take you in for a closer look. Check it out. First thing I want to show you is we have a double wired breaker here, so that's not great. We do not love that at all. Next thing, we have a 200 amp main breaker here, but you can see that the wires going to this 200 amp breaker look quite small. In most cases, these service conductors running to this 200 amp breaker need to be at least 2/0 copper or 4/0 aluminum. Let's go in and see what they are. These conductors being copper, we're going to take the 2/0 copper tester here, and as you can see, it doesn't fit at all. The wire is way too small. So I'll go in and check it out with the 2 gauge, and that fits perfectly. So what we have is a 2 gauge copper wire coming into a 200 amp breaker, and the need for a licensed, qualified electrician to come out here and take a look. Doing an inspection before the drywall goes up, we have a bunch of missing fasteners in joist hangers. Check it out. There's a few right there. One up there. Moving on to this area of the structure, we can see that this joist hanger had an entire side that got missed. And the same thing right here. And then the same thing right here. It's just a small example of the level of detail that goes into an inspection like this. Got some DIY plumbing over here on a flip house. Check it out. Here's a vent stack, supposedly. Way too close to this window. This pipe, not even secured in here at all. So, yeah, that's one thing. Okay. Now around here we have another one. This one obviously doesn't look very professionally installed. Don't understand why this isn't going through the wall and through the roof. Let's get on the roof and check it out. Here's where the old vent used to be. We could have at least done some DIY roof work to cover up this gaping hole. A pretty cool feature that you find on a lot of new construction homes these days is a gas stub out near the back patio, so you can hook up a gas grill. Check this one out today. Here's your back patio. There's your gas stub out. Way over there by the flower bed, where you'll have to hook up a gas hose extension to be able to use it. That was not planned very well. But at least they put pipe insulation on it. You don't need to insulate gas lines. I get people that get all mad with me. They say, Matt, why do you have such a problem with flippers? Now, I know there's a bunch of good renovators out there, okay? But this is why I have a problem with flippers, okay? This is I'm in the laundry room here. This is the dryer duct. I don't know what this plastic connector is all about. I'm not liking that at all. But also, I don't know if you can really see it, but the ductwork beyond here is flexible ductwork. Now, let me take you to the attic and show you what we got up there. So right back over there is the laundry room where we're just at, and this is the attic ladder, so I'm going to take you up there and show you what's going on. Now that flexible duct shouldn't be there at all. A dryer duct shouldn't be made out of flexible duct anyway. So anyway, what's up here? There's your dryer duct right there. Just stubbed off into the attic. Flipper, it's not supposed to be like that. Right here behind me, you're looking at the first means of disconnect for the electricity on this house. Check this out. This green screw right here indicates to me that this box has been properly bonded. Now let's go look at the sub panel in the garage. Check it out. So here at the sub panel, we have our 2 neutral bus bars here, and the ground wires and neutrals should be completely separated inside of a sub panel, but you can see that there's a ground wire connected to the neutral bus bar. The rest of the ground wires are here and they are attached to the box itself, which is good. That's how it's supposed to be. But down here, we've gone out of our way to make sure to bond the neutral bus to the ground by attaching a ground wire between the two of them. Very strange. That's the first time I've seen that. Your gas piping is supposed to be bonded to the home's grounding system. Now, this one is, but let me show you something. Here I am in the garage, and this is where you can view the bonding. I removed this panel so we can take a look at it. You can see the bonding wire right here, and that's great. But the problem is this is the clamp attaching it to the gas piping, and, well, it's extremely loose. It's not going to do a good job like that.